it is me, the Before You Buy guy. Today, I'm taking a look at the X Smart Home Wireless Video Doorbell. I've been testing out this video doorbell for the last few weeks, and now I'm here to report back exactly what I discovered. This is my honest review and opinion, and it's starting right now. Let's take a look at what comes inside the box. You get some screws that you can use to attach this to the wall. You get an instruction leaflet. You get the bell door unit itself and a backing plate. I've already installed this backing plate outside. You do get a sticker that you can use to stick this device to the wall, so you don't have to use the screws if you don't want to. One thing that you don't get in the box with this device is batteries. You don't have to use batteries to work this doorbell. If you wanted to, you could hardwire this device to your house so you don't have to use batteries. But if you want to use batteries, you'll have to purchase these separately. They don't come included in the box. Even worse, they're not typical batteries. I couldn't buy these batteries at a regular store, and I had to go to a specialist electronics store to purchase these specific batteries, and they weren't cheap either. But these batteries, they are rechargeable, so you can reuse them again and again with the doorbell. But honestly, this was disappointing. If you're going to make a device that works with a non-standard battery, you really need to include the batteries in the packaging. That's just my opinion. This doorbell is 14.5 centimeters high, 7.5 centimeters wide, and around 2.5 centimeters thick. At the top of the unit, you'll find the sensor. Using the sensor, this device can detect motion and send an alert to your phone, or if you like, you can just receive alerts when someone rings the doorbell. It's up to you. You can change these settings in the app. Over here, you've got the light sensor, and this device will use the light sensor to check if it's day or night, and it should adjust the camera from day mode to night mode automatically. Over here, you've got the camera lens itself. There is a little speaker here underneath the camera. This speaker can be used for two-way talk. So once somebody rings your doorbell, if you wanted to speak to them, you can push a button in the app, and you should be able to, in theory, have a conversation with whoever it is that's at your front door. Towards the bottom of the video doorbell, you've got the doorbell button itself. And I quite like the way this button looks. When the sensor detects movement, the edges of the button will flash blue and red. Around the back of the device, you'll find the battery compartment. There is a reset button here, which you can use to set this back to factory default settings. You'll find the metal wiring section here, which you can use to hardwire the doorbell to your house. And you've got a micro USB hole over here. I'm guessing this micro USB hole is for charging the batteries. So the doorbell, it's not really screwed in or anything. It just sits on hooks. So anybody could walk up to the doorbell, unhook it, and just walk away. But once this device is installed, this white pressure button will be pressed down. And if this button is released, for example, if you take it off the wall, it'll set off the alarm that goes off on your phone. This is pretty cool, but if you're not at home and someone steals your doorbell, there's not much you'll be able to do, even if the alarm does go off. There is one concern that I have with this doorbell. There is nothing in the paperwork which speaks about any type of waterproofing standard with this device. This doorbell, it doesn't look very waterproof to me, and I'm not sure how this will go. Where I've installed the doorbell is a little bit sheltered, so hopefully this will be okay for me. But if your front door is quite exposed to the weather, this doorbell might not last very long. To set this doorbell up with your mobile phone, you'll need to download an app called XSH Cam. Connecting this doorbell to your mobile phone was actually pretty quick and easy to do. I don't have any complaints about the setup process. This doorbell works by connecting to 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So if your router runs at dual bands, it's probably a good idea to switch off the 5 GHz band just while you connect the doorbell, and you should be able to switch it back on again afterwards. One of the features of this video doorbell is it does allow you to insert a memory card. I installed a memory card and made sure it was correctly formatted, but it still didn't work in recording any video. You can also record on your mobile phone just by pressing the record button in the app, but personally I would have preferred to record on the micro SD card. I'm not sure why they'd include a space to install a memory card if it doesn't actually work. Now, testing out the doorbell, when somebody presses the doorbell button, the alert to the phone is pretty quick. In my experience, I was usually getting the notification to my phone at the same time that I can hear the chime of the doorbell. Now, unfortunately, the alerts that you can receive for motion detection are much less accurate. Sometimes I'll receive an alert for movement that happened 30 seconds or a minute ago, which is pretty useless. For me, this delay is pretty unacceptable. If there is movement out the front of your house and you want to be notified of it, you really need to be notified straight away, not 30 seconds to a minute later. Also, when you click on the alert that you've just received to load up the video, it can sometimes take 10 or 15 seconds to load the screen. I really don't know why there's such a delay in loading the video footage. I use heaps of Wi-Fi cameras all around my house and pretty much all of them load up quicker than this one does. I found it really frustrating waiting for the footage to load up when I know there's someone at my door. I found that most of the time it was quicker for me just to walk to the front door to see who's there rather than trying to load up the video footage on my phone. Inside the app, you'll find that there is a section for cloud recording, but this doesn't seem to work either. None of my footage was being recorded on the cloud. So if you're wanting a video doorbell that works with cloud storage, this is not the camera for you. In my opinion, the mobile app that is paired up with this camera is just rubbish. But don't just take my word for it. If you have a look at the reviews of this app in the App Store, you'll see heaps of people complaining about lots of the issues that I pretty much already raised. Now, of course, I have recorded some footage using the front door camera. Let's take a look and see what that looks like now. There are two different options for the video quality recording on this camera. You've got standard definition and 720p, which is also not great, but it's better than standard definition. The footage that you're seeing right now was recorded on standard definition, and this footage you're seeing now is 720p high definition. Definitely the 720p is improved, but the footage for me still looks really grainy. And the camera, it doesn't do a very good job with lighting. I think it would be pretty difficult to make out facial features or pretty much to get anything worthwhile in terms of detail from this footage. Here is some footage from the camera at nighttime. So in summary, I found this video doorbell to be pretty disappointing. The app hardly works, the picture quality is poor, and there's no option for cloud recording or memory card recording. It does still work okay as a regular doorbell, but that's probably not why you've gone out and bought a video doorbell. And that's about it for this video. I hope that it was helpful for you. If you found it valuable at all, please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.